Joe, tell us about Patrick Mahomes and his contract extension.
And let me tell you, first of all, before I get into it, I have to give the Chiefs credit for giving a man the money that he's due, even though he's on a rookie contract. We've talked about this every week, even all the way back to the Jamal Adams situation. They thought it was time to pay him as he should have been paid. 3 years in, Super Bowl MVP champion. He has the largest deal, not only in the NFL history, but in the history of sports. His deal is rumored to be, with all the incentives and everything connected with it, $503 million.
How much?
503 million. That's over $500 million, 10-year deal. And that just tells you like what they think of him. I mean, you're talking about a kid that I call him a kid because he's literally that. He's 3 years in. He's not even in his prime. So they're probably looking at this like, you know what, we should just go ahead and pay him because he makes that team go. I mean, he won a Super Bowl. I mean, what else can you say? And again, this goes back to what we've been talking about for the longest time. Get you a 6-cylinder quarterback, a guy that can pass and run, that's athletic with an arm, and you'll see what he can do for you. And in 3 years with Andy Reid, he has taken his team to the promised land. The only other thing I'll say to Pat Mahomes is he's going to have to get familiar with the word we know is prenup. Not go into a situation with $500 million just trying to see if this will work out. That's all I'm going to say about that. He needs a team, nutritionists, attorneys. He needs a buffer. He needs to talk to LeBron and set his little empire up, because this is another level right here. You want no mistakes, no issues. I want to see him play football for
right. Now he's not. This is not new money. His dad is a baseball player, so he's been schooled. Yeah, he's good on that.
Yeah, but his dad didn't make anywhere close to what this is.
Oh no! Patrick Mahomes is about to get in half a season his dad's career earnings. Anderson, what are your thoughts on Patrick Mahomes' contract extension?
I like it, and like you guys were saying, credit to the Chiefs for putting the money there, giving it to him. It's going to set a whole new level of quarterback contracts in football. But just thinking about the deal, right away, is when it first came out, I was talking to some friends and I said, this is probably right around $350 million, right? And they're like, well, that's way too high. It's going to be 250, 300, not 250 because we knew it was 10 years, but they said probably right around 300 because he's going to take a hometown discount. And then I saw someone say it's over, or Adam Schefter reported it's over 400 million. And then someone else speculated it was over 425. And I'm like, this just keeps climbing. And then it looked like we settled at 450, but then there was that report about the incentives that brought it to $503 million. So, I mean, $500 million, that's crazy, especially having played for 2 full seasons plus 1 game in 2017. But, I mean, he's proven himself enough. Has he proven himself enough for $503 million? I don't know. It's debatable, but the sport of football is changing, and he set a new level of salary and contract. So it's cool to see. I'm glad he got what he deserved.
By the way, shout out to baseball for making Patrick Mahomes great. Danny, what you think?
You know what is funny about this is that Dak Prescott is probably happy about it, but he's nowhere near that level.
Oh, he thinks he's gonna get that though.
Oh, I know.
Somewhere like, ooh.
Yeah.
His contract's gonna look like $250 million, like you were talking about. That's what he's gonna get.
Well deserved though for Mahomes. Like you think about who's the best quarterback right now, and you think him. So, like, I don't think anybody else could give you nobody could give you another answer. And then when he got injured last year, where you thought it was like a real serious injury, he came back in 2-3 weeks. So
I feel like it's about 5 weeks. He might have been out about 5.
But hopefully he stays healthy, and if he's healthy, he's gonna. I don't know if you could live up to $500 million, but he'll live up to the contract.
Okay, so a couple of things. One, it is possible that at age 32 or 33, 34, Patrick Mahomes could become a free agent and sign another deal. Okay,
the Jets will sign him then.
No, the Jets don't need him. They already got a quarterback.
You're right. We're banking on Sam Darnold in 2030.
That's right.
So yes, he could actually sign another deal at age 33, 34, and it could be a 5-6 year deal. And if he's playing at this level, And really, in your early 30s, you still should be really, really a high-end quarterback. If you look around now, the Tom Brady's, the Drew Breeses, the Ben Roethlisberger's, in that range, he could sign a 5-6 year deal for another $40 million a year. So we're talking about a guy that can literally do $750 million in NFL career earnings.
But you're thinking 40 million now, but at that point, the salaries might be 50, 60 million for a quarterback.
Right. I'm being conservative. He could be getting $60 million a year, $70 million a year on a short-term 3-year deal.
And let's not forget about the rules and how they've changed for quarterbacks. You can barely touch a quarterback, which bodes well for him and his ability to hopefully stay durable if he's smart with the ball. So he can play for a while.
Now, here's the main question. And Anderson, I'm going to throw this to you first. Tell me how this large cap hit is going to affect what the Chiefs do on the rest of the field.
I've been thinking about that a bit, and it's obviously gonna hurt them, and they have to decide if that is a fair sacrifice or not. Obviously, they went for it, and again, he got what he deserved. But Travis Kelce or Tyreek Hill are probably gonna have to go soon. Chris Jones got franchise tagged. I don't see him sticking around, so they're gonna feel it in the next few years. But I'm glad, from the Chiefs' perspective, that it wasn't a salary cap deal. So there was rumors that it might be, they give him 18% of the salary cap, which means in 2030, if the salary cap is higher, his contract is higher. If the salary cap is lower, which it won't be, his contract would have been lower. But they did not do that. So now his contract is going to be, the same level the whole time. So I think that's good for the Chiefs because, like you were saying, in a few, 10 years, the salary cap is going to be different. It's going to be much higher. So instead of having, I don't know what he has right now of the salary cap, but instead of having 20% of the salary cap, maybe he has 15%. So it'll hurt them right now, but slowly, they'll phase into that point where they can have some more space. But I don't know. I mean, taking up a fifth of your team's salary cap when you're 1/60th of the roster, that's pretty incredible.
You know what I have to say? If there's any team that could do this, it's the Chiefs because they're kind of like
Andy Reid develops them.
They have a system. Tyreek Hill, when he came into the league, you're like, oh, speedy, fast guy, kind of short. He got paid. So they have him under contract for a little bit. They have a plan with that. I could see them throwing in some other speedy wide receivers, another tight end, and hopefully making the difference. Because after you get done with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, the average fan can't even name the other wide receivers that are on their team. But they're still catching.
Sammy Watkins wanted the money that they were giving to Pat Mahomes.
Right. But that team, and you see what they've done also. They went out, they got a young running back that they just drafted. If you draft well, I think they'll be able to hold it together. They're going to have to be able to part ways with people at a certain point, but I think that they can just keep retooling and putting themselves in a position to win.
Some big guys up front to protect them a little bit, and they don't even have to be the best offensive line. Because he's pretty mobile, even if he's not going to be like a running quarterback as he ages a little bit. I mean, he's still super young. He's still mobile enough. And then some fast guys. They don't have to be. You draft the fastest guy in the draft every year, you'll be all right with him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Anderson. We're going to talk some more NFL football, but I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for joining us, man. I hope you had a good time. And I hope you can come back sometime.
Absolutely. Sounds good. I appreciate talking to you guys. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Anderson Pickard. Make sure that you follow him on Twitter at Anderson Pickard. That is ANDERSEN Pickard. Anderson Pickard. Thanks for coming on, man. We'll see you next time.